Hey everyone, this is Lance, and welcome to my Sunday stream, FStreaming, and I'm going to be playing a little bit of Fortnite tonight. That's pretty funny. I have a little bit different setup. I kept my lights on because I'm out in my garage. Normally I would be streaming inside, but for the last few weeks I have been doing some Halloween EVA foam builds, and that's another thing that I do on the side on top of streaming, gaming, working, and all that. So I'll be switching back and forth because I have to finish some costume stuff for the Jules Fortnite costume I'm doing for Montana. We also stream on Sundays, and I am streaming live to YouTube as well. So I'm gonna play a little bit of Fortnite, then I'm gonna get right into it. I need to create these like specialized knee pads for the costume. I bought some knee pads, and I didn't like exactly how they looked. They look pretty cheesy compared to the rest of the costume with the Jules wrencher that I made. So I'm gonna get started on that. But I had a really good day today. I had a major migraine and stuff yesterday. I was pretty sick, but I went out and did some surfing today with a place called Amp Surf. So it was pretty exciting. I didn't want to go this morning just because I was exhausted from the day before being ill. But I got up, I did it anyway, and I had a great time. So if I don't see your comments, please wait a second because I have to check between Facebook and YouTube, and sometimes that takes a little bit of time. So I want to see what exactly is in the item shop here. And I don't even know if I'm going to play right away. I think I might just go into building some stuff, but I want to see if they got anything new in the item shop. I would love to have this because I normally play with the Chaos Agent. I think that's like Chaos Agent in some form. Pretty cool, but I'm not going to buy the Fortnite crew pack just for that. Let's see. I don't see nothing. So the Ghoul Troopers... Montana was telling me that, you know, it's kind of sucks for the people that had these really unique, one-of-a-kind skins that they'd purchased a long time ago. Make sure that my sound is okay. Okay, thanks, Myra. So she was telling me that, you know, these are some pretty rare skins like the Ghoul Trooper, and if you had that, you know, it meant you're an OG player. Well, now they're just putting them up in the 24-hour thing, and they're not really that rare anymore, but they're offering somebody a pink version. Anyway, I kind of agree. If you had bought into those a long time ago thinking you had something unique, you don't have it anymore. So, I don't know. This stuff is from before... I don't know, that stuff doesn't look that cool. I was waiting for something else other than the Frankenstein. I was hoping like Wolfman or something came in, but I don't see any of that. So, what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to bump right over to start doing a little creating on this because I have some stuff to glue, and I want the glue to dry. And while it's drying, I'll be playing. So I'm going to... go over and do some of the foam build right now, and please like, subscribe, turn on notifications, all of that stuff if you like what you see, and even if you don't. Let's get over to the foam building right now. Oh, that was a quick transition. So I think I'm all set up and everything. Oh yeah, I am. I'm totally set up now. Okay, so I'm going to get started on some of this building right here, and I'm sorry if I'm covering up. I need to check on the actual screen and make sure everything is okay. It's kind of cool. There's a little slight delay, and so that looks a lot clearer. I'm happier with that. I am very happy with that. So I was keeping it pretty dark because I thought it looked kind of cool, but it didn't look that cool. I don't know why I don't see my stream in YouTube. Let me go into the my actual channel on YouTube and wonder why it isn't showing up. I know it's streaming in there. Oh, I guess I gotta click on live. I go through the same thing every time. That way I could read the comments. The thousands and thousands of comments that come in. Of course, I don't see the comments at all. And I don't know why. Maybe I gotta actually click on the live. I don't know why it's not. Yeah, I know it's live. Duh. Oh my gosh, I'm so bad at the YouTube at linking and watching what's happening right there. Well, oh, there I could see something. Hopefully I could see the chats in there. Anyway. I got my drink ready. I got a little bit of stuff going on. And let me see if I could get the comments open over here. I got to do all kinds of stuff to get going. Okay, so I am ready. So a couple weeks ago, I think maybe a week ago, I got started on this. And everything else in the costume for the Jules Fortnite Rancher looks great. But she has some knee pads, and I thought that I could just buy knee pads, spray them silver, and be done with it, and paint a little X on there. Anyway, it looked cheesy, so I can't stand that. So I created a little template with the X on it to make it look like the actual Fortnite. Where did I put my paperwork? Somewhere around here. Somewhere around here I have paperwork that shows my drawings, and somehow I made them disappear. I do not know where I put them. That's crazy. Oh, there they are. Hold on. Ha ha! I got them. So I'm trying to create these knee pads right here, and this just looked like, I'll just put it this way, it looked bad. So I think what I'm going to do first is I'm going to cut these out, some patterns, and then I'm going to take this knee pad off, and I'm hoping that the contact cement that I have works. I did a little test last week. It seemed like it was okay, but I am not sure. I think what I need to do is cut this out first. Halloween is quickly approaching, so I need to get this stuff done. So I know this is a gaming channel, but I game and create some stuff and do Fortnite and talk about things in general, like the surfing that I did today, which was absolutely crazy. I was out in some, what I would consider pretty deep water. I'm sure there's some professional surfers out there and people that are just general surfers that wouldn't agree, but go out. Is it catching up and everything?
Yeah, I mean, it's like a pause. And then...
Okay, we'll see if that's connected still. Yeah, I see that, but it might be the internet service. So we'll see if it's back up and running. It doesn't seem to be doing it now. So just tell me again.
Okay.
Yeah, it seemed like I was having a little bit of a problem right there with the internet connection. And so we'll see. I don't know. Hopefully it doesn't do that again. It doesn't seem like it. Anyway, let me get back to what I was saying. I'm going to cut these out, and I'm going to try to build them up exactly how I have here. I'm going to cut out a piece here, then I'm going to cut out this piece, and I'm going to cut out two base pieces, this edge, cut this one out, cut an X in the center, and kind of make it look like the picture. We'll try. So yeah, today was crazy going surfing. I was so not feeling like going surfing. I was sick yesterday. I had a migraine and a half. Almost wanted to go to the hospital. And man, it was a long day yesterday, a long night. I did not feel good. But sometimes you just got to get through it. So took a bunch of meds, healed myself up, and was okay this morning. But I slept like I went to bed, and it's unlike me. Usually I go to bed at like about 9 o'clock and wake up at anywhere from 2 to 4 in the morning. That's my schedule. And this last night, I think I went to bed at like 8:30 and slept until 6:30, which is a lot longer than I'm used to. And I was still tired, completely still tired. I'm doing this fast, and it's kind of hard because I got a camera pointing down, and I don't want to get in the camera. But anyway, yeah, I was exhausted waking up this morning. I want to sleep, but I'd already made a commitment to go surfing with this place called Amp Surf. Great group of people. They have a veteran surf day for veterans, and then they do surfing for people with disabilities, and so it's like fantastic. Great group of people. Oh, thanks, Myra. Yeah, I think that was just the VPN that was like causing an issue. Sometimes it's weird. It's good to know that it will just start up right away if I just switch that off. That's a good test. I was kind of afraid that it was going to work weird. Okay, so I'm going to sharpen this blade up a little bit. This is a trick that I learned on, I don't know how to say it, so I apologize. Kayumi cosplay or whatever. It was she had like a sanding stone or a sharpening stone, but said you could use sandpaper too. And since then, this is a cheap blade. Okay, definitely you probably get something nicer, but I haven't had to buy a razor blade since using the. So it cuts pretty well. You have to sharpen all the time, but you would have to buy blades constantly if you didn't sharpen these. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut out this bottom piece of each one of these. And then once I'm done with this, I'm going to cut the other piece off the template, and I will glue these up with some of the barge cement. I'm really upset. I went to Michael's today. I mean, did a ton of stuff. I went to Michael's and was going to try to pick up some of the barge cement. The stuff I like better. I don't like the stuff I have right now in the blue container. It says it's the same, but it's not. It doesn't stick as well, in my opinion. And so they didn't have it. And then she said that they might never carry it again. So I was not happy about it at all, because it's like you like to be able to run to the store to pick something up. I mean, I order a lot of stuff on Amazon, but if you're in a pinch and you want to get something, that's where you go. They don't sell it at like Home Depot. They don't sell it at any of the hardware stores. They sell like Weldwood, and I'm really apprehensive about trying something else because the barges has always worked so well. Okay, so that's one. Yeah, it works so well. It's just like perfect. But I might have to try some of the Weldwood, because not being able to purchase something easy is kind of sucks. And if you know anything about EVA foam and you're like a pro, I'd love to have all the tips, whatever kind of tips you have. I could definitely use the help. I'm not a pro at this. Just learning. But I do know one thing. It's easiest to do this stuff if you create kind of a template. Some of the stuff requires a really strict template. You can't just wing it on stuff. But stuff like this, if you want it to look good, you kind of have to create a template for what you're going to do. Okay, so these are going to be the two base pads for the knee pads. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this off, and then hopefully this barge cement will work. Okay, so I'm going to attach that to that, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut the rest of this piece out, and this is going to sit on this, but thicker. Okay, so that's going to be base piece, and then I'm going to cut that out, and it's got an indentation in it. You'll see. So let's cut this out. Gosh, I'm so excited for Halloween. I love Halloween. I like getting dressed up and having parties, and I don't know. Maybe it's because my birthday's around Halloween. And so I kind of grew up with it. It was always some kind of like Halloween party that we had. Fun times. Okay, so I got that. And what's going to happen is when I cut that out, there's like a nice little curve to it. I'm going to stick that on there, but this square is going to be cut out. Or, the X is going to be cut out. What I don't know is I pre-glued some of this stuff over here. I'm a little bit... Actually, that would be okay. That would be okay. I'm going to do that. I'm going to try it. It'll give the X a little bit more depth when I do these. So let's go on this side. I pre-glued two pieces together to make it a little bit thicker before I started the stream. And I did that because the glue is so strong and I'm in an enclosed area and I had to turn on a fan, and so anyway it gets stinky. And so I'm gonna do that. Let me do the other one first, and then I'll cut out I'll cut out the X and then lay it on there as a guide as well. At first, when I was first doing this, I was using pencils, and I could, but I could barely see them. Now I just use whatever I have at my disposal, and that a lot of times is a pen. It's easy to do that. Okay. Let's see. Oh, I guess I better keep Fortnite going. Okay, so now those are gonna go on top of those, but what I need to do is I need this X cut out. I'm going to use that as the X that's cut in the top of... Every time I'm doing this, it's like a little art project. I think it's like Bob Ross. Like the happy little trees. Not that I'm anywhere kind of an artist like Bob Ross. I remember watching him when I was young, actually on TV, not a recording. Actually, he'd come on TV. That was a long time ago. That was the old rabbit ear days. We had tinfoil on the TV for an antenna, and there wasn't a whole lot of channels. Remember, that would come on, but that was later. That was when I was a little bit older. Probably like a teenager and stuff when that stuff came on. But there was let's see, MASH came on all the time. Used to come on after school. I think I've watched every episode of MASH many times. There's a lot of shows I used to watch. It's funny. Now there's so many channels. I don't even think I watch any of the real channels anymore. I just spend most of the time watching series on Netflix or Amazon or HBO. What is it? HBO Max now. Okay, so now I have the X here. I want to make sure that I get this lined up exactly where it is on my little template. I'm going to put a little bit of a... Let me see, so I don't mess this up. God knows I have messed up some of the stuff on this when I was building the mug. I was rushing through it too fast. But this is for Montana's actual costume, so I don't want to do that. Okay, so I'm going to put a little mark here is where one goes. Here, 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 and here. I'll just use those as a guide. And I use that. I get it pretty darn close. Pretty darn close to what it is. Okay. Like I said, it doesn't have to be perfect. I don't know if I'm... Oh, yeah, I'm actually in there. So I'm going to step back so you're not seeing the top of my hat. But I have to step so far back. I wish I could have like an on the hat type of camera, so I wasn't in the way. I don't know how they actually film this stuff in when they're doing it in like baking shows where the person's head isn't in the way. Maybe they get a way up view. Okay. And that isn't perfect at all, but I get the general idea. Okay, so that X is going to get cut out of there after I cut the square out. Let's see here. What I might do is I might just cut the X first, because then I have more material to hold on to when I'm cutting it out. Sometimes you end up cutting so much away you don't have nothing to hold on to. Okay, so I'm going to do the same thing here. I'm going to create a couple little tiny guides. Oops. It was so cool. It's so cool to show mistakes. A lot of the stuff you see is like everything is perfect and they show you the finished product. And that just doesn't normally happen. I mean, unless you're doing the same repetitive item over and over and over. Most of the time when you're seeing stuff created and it comes out great, they've either had a lot of practice doing something similar, or you're seeing an edited version. And so, you know, people get all excited, or they get excited that they're going to create something like stellar, like they see, and then when it doesn't work out, you know, they give up because they're like, oh, this didn't work out, and I'm so, you know, I'm not good at this. But that isn't true. A lot of stuff is just edited. And so, and on top of it, people have been doing some of this stuff for years, so they're just skilled. But when I did this last week, this was so funny. I hated this so bad. I was like, oh, let me just paint it on there. Now, had I spent the time and masked it all off and sprayed it, kind of like you would do with an airbrush, it would have turned out great. But I don't want to spend hours and hours and hours masking, because you have to mask, then you have to let it dry, and then you have to mask, and then spray it, and then let it dry. And so, as much, I literally thought, I was like, man, I'm going to spend a lot more time doing that than if I just do these. All right, so I was going to cut around the perimeter first, but I'm not. I'm going to cut out the X's first, so I have stuff to hold on to, and then I'll cut out the separate area next. And if you're just watching, this is for the Jules Fortnite costume. That is all. Sorry, checking comments. Is everything still good to go, Myra? Okay, so I'm gonna have to this one kind of scares me because it is a flimsy knife, and so I'm gonna have to make a couple cuts to get in. So I'm cutting this out, so I don't mind if I don't follow the line exactly. Like I can go through the Y, is what I'm saying. Oh yeah, that one's kind of deep. That's okay though. I think this will look a lot better. The biggest part that problem I'm gonna have, I think, is gluing it on. Is making sure, because I did the barge cement. I did a little test to see if I could stick this stuff to fabric. I think I could. I forgot where it was, but I stuck it on a piece of this, and it stuck. Oh yeah, it was right there. I had to really peel it off. And so I think it worked out pretty well. Let me see. I got those cuts there. Let me try the other side, and then I'll do the tops. Yeah, I know I'm supposed to be spending time gaming, but we will call this the gaming intermission. My back in the view with my hat in the way. Okay. That one's pretty good, except it looks like I kind of messed up on this little edge. Maybe I can clean that up a little bit. Okay. I got those. Now I need to cut those 2 areas right there, but I don't think that that is going to work, so I'm going to use a little bit smaller X-Acto. These are the ones that the blades dull like super fast. So I was going through so many blades and I was like, this is ridiculous. And then ran across that video on YouTube of her using these, using like a little sharpener like that, and I was happy. Oh, I forgot to cut this side. That would help. Didn't connect it. Okay, let's see here. What isn't connected? I keep wanting to get close to the piece so that I could see it, but then I get my head in the way, and so you can't see. You can't see by, I mean, the people that will watch this later, because I don't think too many people are on here. Trying to figure out if Facebook or YouTube is going to be where I stream predominantly. I started off with Facebook, but I don't know. Still doing some testing and making sure, see what's going to work. So I don't know if I'm going to use this or the other blade, because this one's kind of sloppy. It's making some weird cuts on the end, and I'm not happy with that because all my other cuts are kind of smooth, except for these 2 little edges right there. I don't know if I can get this knife in there. Let's see. I can. Okay, that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to use that. That X-Acto was just not working exactly how I wanted. Just hard to get, you know, stuff perfect the way that you want with this larger blade. But if I finesse it a little bit, so is my hat being in the shot constantly? Oh, that isn't bad. That isn't bad. Okay, that's good. That's good. I don't want to be blocking the whole view. But I can't get too far away from it or I won't be able to cut. Okay, that's good. I'm happy with that. So check that out. Okay, so let's cut out the other X and then I'll cut out the perimeters. And that's going to sit right on top of that one. And then I could glue them up. And while I'm gluing them and the glue is drying, I could play a little Fortnite. Actually, I need to take off. Well, I will. I'll glue it and then I'll come back and take off the seams off of that item. Okay, let's do this one again. That worked out really well. I'm happy with that already. As long as this will stick to that fabric, and I think it will, because I did a test, then these are going to turn out a lot better than that ugly little paint job that I did, where it looked like, I don't know, looked like a toddler put it together. I couldn't in good conscience send Montana out for Halloween looking like that, because then I would have to say that she would say like, oh, who did that? And she'd be like, my dad, and then I'd be embarrassed. So that can't happen. I don't like doing stuff. I don't mind if it's not perfect, because I can only do. I'm only as good as how much practice I put in. I'm fairly new at the EVA stuff, so. But that was just bad. Bad on so many levels. That one cut. That one cut. Oh. No, that's cut. That's cut. What am I missing here? This one? Oh, right here. I like it. It's much lighter in here. I didn't like the dark. I was like trying to keep it dark like I normally do for the regular stream, and it just wasn't working very well. I just thought it looked kind of bad. Okay, so now I just need to do the tops. Wonder if they don't go crazy. Well, that kind of slipped. Definitely don't need to cut my finger. Okay, what is sticking right here? Let's go from the back side a little bit. There we go. There we go. So when I'm on I don't know, whatever it is, and I'm checking stuff out on like TikTok or any of that stuff or anything, everybody's like building something. I don't care what it is. It's like they could be like building a ham and cheese sandwich, and everybody has an opinion on how they're doing it wrong. Oh, thanks, Myra. I'm doing good, even camera-wise. Okay, perfect. Well, I like the setup. One of the keys is leaving it connected. That's one of the problems. Is every time moving it and switching it from the team stream to this stream is pretty difficult because all the settings change, and once you plug them into a different port on the computer, it's just a mess. And so for this, normally when we're doing the stream and it's just the rig and it's all inside, I'm using the same cameras. But on this, I'm not using the same camera, so it ends up causing a little problem. And then on top of it, there's so many pieces of software that are running, and you don't know when they're going to update something. So all of a sudden, I mean, like 20 minutes before the stream, it's like, hey, we have a new update. And it will stop working totally until you do the update. Now, it shouldn't, but I will tell you that a few times with, what is the software I'm using? NVIDIA Broadcaster. Great piece of software, but man, if they say there's an update, you better do your update. Because for some reason, it just stops working with what you're doing already. Some of them just don't work. So I've ran into that a couple times where I'm starting to stream and everything seemed to work fine 20 minutes before, and then just went haywire. Can't find none of the cameras, or they're all messed up. And tonight was pretty smooth. I was able to just create the streams real quick in YouTube and Facebook, and everything popped up like it was nothing, which is how it has been going with the team stream. But this has been a little bit of a hiccup fest. So it reminds me of the very first time I started streaming, where it would take me about 2.5 hours to set everything up because there was no rig. It was just, gosh, that was a horrible time. I want to say horrible. I learned a lot, but I was using a Mac for streaming, and although that's my favorite computer by far, I'm not a Windows fan at all, even slightly. They are great for streaming, and Macs are not. I will tell you that. It isn't Mac couldn't handle it. They don't have like they're not built around that, and so Windows is where it's at with streaming. Okay, so now I have these, and I'm going to attach these to those, but I need to cut these out. So this is going to be pretty easy. I'm glad I did that first, because I had more stuff to hold on to when I was cutting. Okay, so now I've got that. that. Oops. Got a weird cut there. Fix it. Somewhat. It's a little bit off. Nothing I can't just scuff up a little bit. Oh yeah, I'm so glad I left all that other stuff on there and I did this part last. Okay, so, wow, that didn't cut all the way through. Okay, that one done. I don't know, maybe I could use that X for something. I don't know. When you have a sharp blade, it cuts this stuff so smooth, but if you don't, I remember when I was a kid, I was pretty young, and I wanted an X-Acto set so bad, and it was a woodworking set, like a wood whittling set. And the reason that I wanted that thing so bad is I had this neighbor, and he would sit there and whittle wood. I mean, I don't know if you know what whittling wood is, but basically it's just he's a wood carver, and he used to sit out on his porch and sit there and carve like elk and deer and eagles into these pieces of wood. I thought it was so cool because I always liked art. And so I convinced my parents to buy me, for like my birthday or something, an X-Acto set. And it came in this little tiny wood case. And it had all kinds of different crazy looking blades like this, curved ones and all this stuff. So my dad was explicit. He said, "Hey, listen, I'm gonna buy you this X-Acto set," and so he got it for me. And what he said is do not use it until I get home, okay? And I don't know, I was pretty stupid. I did a lot of stupid stuff when I was a kid, so I took that to mean absolutely as soon as you leave, I'm gonna open that thing up. Anyway, you can't see the scar on there, but this scar almost covers my finger to this day. He wasn't gone probably 20 minutes, and I cut towards myself and stuck the razor blade through my finger to the bone, and I about chopped off my finger. I wrapped it up, and I hid that thing from them, oh my gosh, for days. Literally just coated it, and I wouldn't say anything. I like hid it under the table and stuff. And I believe I went and got stitches after my mom found out. She was not happy. Yeah. So the other time that my dad told me not to do something is I wanted a bow and arrow, because we grew up in Montana, so there's a lot of hunting and fishing and stuff like that. So I was young, and when you're young, especially back then, you have bow and arrows and guns, and you're hunting at a young age. I mean, you go through hunter safety course at age 14. But anyway, he bought me this recurve bow. And again, don't use this while I'm gone. And again, just like the razor blade, that meant as soon as you leave for work, let's do it. And so I got this recurve bow. I don't know what I'm doing, but I've watched my dad shooting and all my cousins and stuff. And I get out in my backyard, and at the time we lived in almost like a double wide trailer. That's kind of the town I grew up in. Everybody lived in trailers. And I go to shoot the arrow, and it flies across the ground through the thing, hits the neighbor's fence, flies up and sticks in the side of his trailer. And in my mind, I was like, oh my God, I'm dead. My dad's going to kill me. Not only did he tell me not to do it, but I shot the neighbor's house. And literally, I could have killed somebody. Literally could have shot and hurt somebody. I was young, so luckily there wasn't anybody home. But when the neighbor came home from work, he found the arrow in the side of his house, his trailer. I got in trouble. I got in trouble for that one. So, okay, now that I got that done, let's clean up some of this junk and just put it off to the side because I won't be using that. Okay, oh, there was one other piece, and I'm not sure. Where did my template go? Ah, okay. So this, I don't know how these are going to work. I'm going to have to like fake this once I get it on there. These are going to go on this, and then this is going to hook to that. That's what I'm going to do. Okay, and I think I'm going to glue this stuff on. Let me clean up this a little bit because this is all going to have to be painted. I don't want to sand it because the minute you start sanding with this Dremel, it has a tendency to take off, in my opinion, a little too much on occasion, and I want this to look semi-clean so I can live with those little few errors that are down in there. I'll just kind of like pick off the pieces. And then, so my question is am I going to glue this to this first and then glue that on? Or glue this to this first? I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue this to this first. Because I know that this is going to stick. But my experience with some of the barge cement, this stuff, and this is all I have right now, is that if it's a lot of pressure, it's going to peel off. But I know that I could stick these two together. This is the one I'm concerned about. So I need this to stick first. Okay, so to do that, I'm going to have to cut these seams out. Now, sadly, if I jack this all up, I'm going to have to go buy another set of knee pads. Because I don't think the store is going to take them back after I jack this up. Let me get out of this so you see what I'm doing. I'm just cutting the seams out from right here. Or not the seams, I'm cutting out the sewing. And I'm doing this blindly, so I don't even know what's under here, but my guess is this piece is just tied on after. I just don't want to cut the actual fabric. Now I do have another pair of knee pads that I bought from Home Depot that I was going to return. But I guess if I jack these up, we're kind of stuck with them. I just don't want to cut the actual fabric. That's actually going pretty good. Just very gently going to go over the outside. And I gotta somehow make this look like a gold leather. I don't know how I'm gonna do that. Sweet! Okay, that's done. So before I do a bunch of this, I'm not gonna waste my time unless I could get one of them to work. I'm not gonna do the whole thing. Not going to glue both of them if it don't work. So I'm going to glue this to this, and I'm going to hope that it works. It's going to get really stinky, but I'm going to put all the stuff on here. I'm going to see if I can mark it with something. So hold on. I got like a little bit of a grease pen here. I don't know if I could just put a little bit of a marker. I don't have to put a lot. I just want to put where the edges are. So if I could get one of these to work. Did I not get that? Yeah, I did. Right there. We'll see. All it has to last is like Halloween and a party, so we'll see. Okay, I think I'm good. I'm good. So I'm going to cover that, and I think I'm going to... Oh my gosh, I ruined a brush. So I don't have any paint thinner, and so I kind of jacked this up, and I have only one brush. So it's going to stink in here pretty good, which I'm not happy about, but that's all I can do. Okay, so here goes nothing. This is how you ruin a good pair of knee pads if you jack it up. This works on leather, so I don't know why it wouldn't work here. We're going to definitely give this like 20 minutes to cure. Yeah, I hate this small bottle of stuff. It's too small, and the other stuff didn't have an applicator with it, so I'm kind of stuck with what I have here. This little small brush. It would have happened about 2 seconds with the large can, because it has a giant brush inside there. You gotta do with what you have, and that's what I have. Luckily, once it's dry, it doesn't smell. I want to make sure that I get it on everywhere that I'm going to be attaching. Even if there's a little bit of an overlap, this is going to be painted yellow, so I just want to make sure that it's not going to not stick. Actually, there's a little flap that was right here too. There's a little flap under there. I'm just going to throw some under there and hopefully that'll glue it. It'll kind of stick together too. This is a good test. Okay. So now I have that glued. Let me take one of these and throw on some cement here. Oh my gosh, I'm almost out. I'm only going to be able to do one of these a day, I think. I'm going to have to buy some more of this tomorrow. I used a bunch on some other stuff today. Well, actually, I used it on the thicker piece that has the X on it. Make sure I go all the way to the edges. That's where I'm afraid that it's going to peel up, is if I don't go to the edges too much. But if this works, man, I'll tell you what, that'll look a lot better than that junk that I did earlier, or I did the other day. That was pretty horrible. A little bit embarrassing, but it's like I said, it's great to show if something works or not, or to show people that, you know, not everything comes out perfect. There's lots of mistakes made on all kinds of stuff. Okay, so I'm going to let those two dry. I think what I might do is go put these outside because they stink ridiculously bad, and I don't want to sit in these fumes. I should have a mask on, so be a warning to you, put on a mask. I'm going to go into a break, put these outside. I will be back to play some games in just about 2 or 3 minutes. Okay, so I am back. Man, did I lose the game on my stream or what? I don't even see it on there anymore. I don't know what happened to it. That is odd. Usually when I go right to the yeah, I did. I totally lost the thing. Maybe because I waited so long. Let me see if I can get that back. There we go. There we go. It just turned off for a second. It's kind of crazy. Okay, so I didn't see any new skins that I want. I'm gonna let that EVA foam. I'm gonna let that little X that I cut out dry for about 15-20 minutes. That'll give me a game or two in Fortnite, depending on how quickly I lose, which has been, well, pretty quick. If you watched me play last week, I got pretty destroyed. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this off of voice chat because I had a voice chat on when I was playing with the kids. And then I will change that to squads because last week I got destroyed just playing by myself. So maybe some people here could save me a little bit. Okay. Man, I tell you what, the game feels so loud in my ear. I've never solved that problem. Why the game is so loud, but other things are not that loud. Funny. Yeah, I see it now. The thing is I don't know. It's like if the game I don't know. I think it goes into sleep mode on the Switch, and it kind of shut it off, so everything worked fine now. And I did not get a notification from Fortnite that I was getting in the past. I was getting a notification that if I didn't stream a certain amount of hours, they were going to take away my oh, I forget what it's called. I don't know. There's a level up creator status, and so I had been seeing that for a long time, but and I was streaming enough, but if I didn't stream like way more than they were saying, I was getting notifications that they were going to shut that off or disable it. But I only streamed 2 hours last week, and now I'm doing another 2 hours this one, and it's like you need to stream 4 hours every 2 weeks, and I was doing it. I was literally doing, let's see, every 2 weeks I would do Friday would be 2 hours, an hour on Saturday, so that's 3. So I was doing in 1 week 6 hours, and in 2 weeks 12 hours, and I wasn't getting credit for it. It was like, hey, if you don't, but I didn't stream on Saturday last week for various reasons, and I still didn't get a notification. So that's kind of nice. Either that or Facebook decided to quit penalizing people for not streaming enough. Maybe that's the case. Let's go to Craigie Cliffs. I'll go over there with the rest of the people. That way I don't... I'll be there before them because the battle bus travels faster than you do. So... I don't know why they decided to go to Craigie Cliffs, but I got my favorite spot in here, which is good. So yeah, in 15 minutes, I'm going to find out if that actually works or not. I'm pretty excited to find out if the... oh, really? You're going to land at the same spot I'm landing, eh? my teammates are all out there fighting. I'm sure they are. You go, guys. He died already? Here, where are they at? Where's the enemy? Oh, what did that guy just do? Ah. He would have just waited 1 second. Oh, he couldn't. Let's go reboot you. Sorry, dude. I waited a second, but I wanted to build a little wall so I didn't get shot. Apologize. Apologize. My bad. I thought he quit. I thought he quit the game. Oh, hello. Is there a gold? Is there anything up here? Oh, it's over here. I'll take that. That I'll take. Yeah, I like that. I don't know how I shot that guy and killed him in 1 shot. That was pretty awful. Unless they were already hurting. Which I don't know how that's possible, but... Okay. Hey, wait a second. How does it say I didn't get a kill? That was my kill over where I shot the guy with 1 shot. Or did somebody else shoot him and... I don't know, maybe he got shot by somebody else simultaneously with me. What do I want? I think I'll take this. Wait a second, why am I dropping stuff? Okay, it's because I was in my weapons cache and I was throwing stuff out. That's funny. What was he shooting at? I don't understand what he was shooting at. He didn't know what they was doing. Player over here? Hmm. How much gold do I have right now? Oh, I don't have that much. I'm not going to do that. I think I used it for something else a while back. Okay, we need to get over here. You getting in? Okay, they must be all friends or something. Yeah, let's get going over here. Wow, this truck actually acted like it was hit. Oh, the wheels on the back are causing it to drive funny. I don't know why they're still sitting in the truck. But okay. Dual Fiend Hunters. Okay, I don't know why you guys are doing that. Why would they do that? Wow. I tried to get out of there, but that stupid machine gun was killing me. Was killing me crazy. So, I think I've had my stuff set up for about 15 minutes, 20 minutes. So, I'm going to get back to gluing that EVA foam to the top of the knee pads and hope that that actually glues well. That's what I'm hoping. That's what I'm hoping. So I'm going to get back to that right now, and let me get back to the foam building. Actually, let me go on a quick break to actually bring the foam back in here, and I'll be right back in about 2 seconds. Okay, so I am back. I swear, if they wouldn't have had that turret right there, I would have annihilated those folks. And I already got the reboot cards, but anyway, that's another story. Coulda, shoulda, woulda. So, the contact cement has set up, and I'm ready to stick this to this knee pad that I disassembled. This was the horrible thing that I had going on. Man, I hated this. So bad. So bad. So, I have marks that I put on here. Stuff inks, but I put it outside so it cleared up a little bit. And now we'll see. We'll see if it sticks to fabric. It says it sticks to leather. So I'm going to use my marks that I had before. I'm going to press this stuff down. And if this works, I will be so happy. Because then I could paint up the rest of the fabric, like whatever it is, with like some yellow or something. That's what the thing. Oh my gosh, check that out. I think that might work. I don't see it peeling. Dang, that looks good. I'm excited. Check that out. That looks more like it. Look at that. That compared to that. And then throw this on top of there. Woo! That's going to look sweet. I'm excited about that. Okay, so I'm going to glue that one up. I'm going to put it outside for like 15 minutes. And I might have enough time to glue it up before the stream ends. Oh my, that looks so good. And that isn't going to come off either. Check that out. I'm happy when something works. It's horrible when the stuff doesn't work. Okay, I need a little piece of paper, though, to do this on. Otherwise, I'm going to get stuff everywhere. So I think I don't want to waste a bunch of the contact cement at all. Where did I put my pen? Now I'm missing a pen. Oh my gosh. I don't even know where I put my pen. There's one. So I think what I'm going to do is I don't want to glue this whole thing. That would be a mistake. But I want to glue enough of it that it actually rests on there, right? So, normally I'd use the original template, but I don't know if I cut it perfect. So let's go here, 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 and here. And now I'll just go and make the lines of where the X is. And all I have to do is glue in between the X. Okay, so now all I have to do is glue the back of this and in this area right there, and then I'll end up sticking it on, and that'll be it. Geez, that's exciting. I'm happy that that worked out. Okay. Let's put this on. I'm going to have to put this stuff outside. It stinks like something terrible. If you're using this, seriously, use some ventilation. Luckily, I'm able to open. I don't know if I want to glue this right now because I don't think I have enough. Hold on. I don't think I'm going to be able to do that. I don't have enough of this to glue on there. I'm going to have to get more of this tomorrow. There's no way. I will definitely run out and then I will have a ruined piece. So, that's my own fault. I should have bought some more of this today. Dang it. I wanted to finish this up. I'm going to put the cap on here. I just don't think I have enough to cover both of these areas. I just don't... I don't know how much I could squeeze out of this tube. It doesn't seem like there's a whole lot left. Yeah, that isn't enough. Then I'm going to be upset that I didn't glue it, and once it starts, I go down that path and I glue it, I have to glue the whole thing. So, okay, so this is going to have to wait, but this is no big deal. I'll be able to do that easy, set that on there, and then I'm going to create the little side thing right that goes up here. It's a little piece that goes on there. I'll cut that out of the template. Then we'll spray these up, and Montana will be looking slick with the new knee pads. What do you think of those? Those are great looking. That's going to look cool. I'm excited and happy with that. Like it when a project works. Okay, so I'm going to have to tear apart the other knee pad, but I'm going to finish one up completely to make sure it all works, and that tomorrow that thing is still sticking. And what I need to do next is I have the leather gloves that she has, and if you actually look at the picture of her leather gloves, they look all worn in, like she's been working in them and stuff. But she's got like a little metal thing on the back of here. Looks like a, I don't know, just like a metal rivet or something, some kind of metal strap that goes on there. The problem is the leather looks all worn, and I can't make it worn looking without rubbing it with something, and I don't know exactly what to use. It's called like burnishing, and they have like a burnishing tool, I believe. And I tried to use the Dremel a little bit to polish it out, and it just didn't seem to do much. That's what I was hoping, is to give it the worn out look and to make them look darker so they're not like brand new. So if anybody has any ideas of what to do, that would be great, because I don't know. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm supposed to be looking at the comments. Okay. How long have I been streaming? 1 hour, 22 minutes? Okay, so what else can I do? I try to figure out how I could burnish those. I don't know. Because they look dark. Like worn leather. It looks like really dark leather, like it's been on something. So I tried to put some Minwax paste on there. The problem is it smells like citrus, and so I don't know if the smell will go away. Which one did I put it on? I put it on the palm. Maybe it did go away. I don't want it to smell. Oh, I think it actually went away. So I put some on there, and it will darken it up a bit. Let me see. I think I could always wash it off. But the trick is to make it look dark. And so I know that with like a wax, you can make it look darker. See that? It's already looking that. And then you can, what they say, burnish it, like rub it down to make it look. But I don't want her to be walking around smelling like a citronella candle. See, that already looks darker because it's got wax in there. It kind of wettens it up. But when you smell it, it smells a little bit harsh. Well, not harsh. It smells like the wax. Question is if this is that important. I don't know. I'd like to. We'll see. I don't think it'll get everywhere. We just want them to look a little bit worn. Now I'm like not even worried about how it smelled. I'm all just throwing this stuff on there like, whatever. But I think the smell will kind of like dissipate. I just want these to look like she's actually worn them for a while. Not just like a brand new pair of gloves. That's the whole deal. Is you actually look at the character and it looks like she's been wearing these for a while. Yeah, a little bit strong, I would say so. But what I'll do is I'll give it a little bit of time to see. I guess I should have, before I did that, I should have tried to glue on one of the things. I don't know if the wax will glue on there with the thing, but I could put it up a little bit right here. That's what I'll do. A little bit past the knuckle. We'll see. I'm doing like one piece at a time just to see if I could kind of make it look rough. And that actually looks pretty good. Like I said, I could probably buff that out a little bit with something to make them look like really dark. I wonder if I could try that. Let me see here. Let's see what I got. A little polishing tool that I could use on this. This little tool is so cool. Uh-oh. What did I do? Oh, I tried to use a regular drill bit in there for something. Okay, so I'm going to try a couple different things. I'm going to try an actual sanding stone, which I didn't do the other day. I used like a little polishing wheel. And it didn't do much, but we'll see. Okay, I got quite a mess going on here. Let's see exactly. I'm going to take it way slower than that. That was like way fast. I'm just going to test it out. Did that make it? That seems like it sanded stuff off. Yeah, that just sanded stuff off. Okay, I don't want that. Okay. Definitely not a sanding tool. But I tried the polishing wheel, and I wasn't too happy with that. Well, this little polishing wheel that was right here, it wasn't, it's like very loose on there. And so I don't want it to be loose. And I don't know if these little sanding discs will work well. But let me try it. You never know. I had one. What's funny is I had one viewer that came in while I was playing Fortnite, and the minute I switched over to this stuff, they stopped watching. It's like, I will not watch creative foam building cosplay stuff. Halloween costumes. That will not happen. Okay. I don't know if this will work either. I have a feeling it needs to be something like something hard like wood or something like that. I don't know if this will work. I'm trying to do is give it that old leather look that it's been used for like a long time. And I don't know if that's working or not. If it looks any different than the stuff right next to it. It looks shiny. Well, I don't know. I'm sure if I put like more levels of oil on there it would look, but that actually, so if you look at that compared to this, it already looks like it's been worn some just from the oil that I put on there. Well, it's actually not oil, it's just some wax to try to like darken it up. It just, the wax has like a, almost like a strong odor, like a citrus almost, maybe a little chemically, but it was from it's what you use to seal, what is it, chalk paint. So it's like non-toxic because you use it on your whatchamacallit. So just, I'm hoping the smell dissipates in the next day. So I don't want to be sending Montana around smelling like a citrus candle. Oh wow, that actually looks pretty good. So I don't know if you could see the two. Maybe because I got the little Facebook thing showing right there. I'm going to close this up real quick. That looks pretty good. I'm going to definitely have spend some more time doing it, but if I could get rid of, make sure that it doesn't smell, I'm in business. I will just throw a little bit of that on there, and it smells a little chemically, but I think it'll go away. So check out those two. One of them looks worn, and one of them doesn't, and that's just with a little bit of move them over here so you could actually see. One of them looks like that because of the wax. Just put a little bit of that wax on there. I think I use, it's a paste finishing wax, protects and polishes furniture trim and paneling. Yeah, well, it actually contains like solvents and stuff in there, so any kind of solvents, I'm assuming, will actually evaporate as they dry out a little bit. So we'll see what it smells like tomorrow. How long have I been actually streaming right now? That I do not know. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out how long I've been streaming. Usually it says it right on my screen and I know, but I don't know. That's crazy. How come my stream time? Oh, there we go. 1 hour 33 minutes. Okay, so I think what I'm gonna do is I have the knee pads that are going to be done. Those are actually going to work out sweet. That's going to go on there. Create a couple side pieces. I just need some more of the contact cement. I'm going to try the weldwood tomorrow. I think I'm just going to actually try it. I'm going to go get it because I could get it all the time. It's at Walmart. It's at Ace. Because I can't find the barge anywhere, and I don't want to have to sit there and order it all the time. And it's like $30 for a pint, and I think I get the weldwood for way less. So if it sticks just as good, I'm going to go with that. But what I'll do is tomorrow I'll go grab some of it, put a couple pieces of foam together, and see how they stick. And then the only concern I have is that it won't stick to the fabric as well as this did, because this stuff works. I mean, it's stuck to that fabric. That is never coming off. And then we got the gloves. I got the glasses. I painted those up last week. Those look sweet. I did those right before. These were like a copper color, sanded them down, knock those out. The only thing that I have to do is we have to get some stockings, and I'm gonna attempt to draw the tattoos that Jules has on so that Montana could pull it over her sleeves and stuff like that. I don't know exactly how we're going to do that. It's either going to be that or I'm going to have to draw the tattoos on her with tattoo paint, and as you can tell by the picture, that's going to take a long time. So if I could do it on the stockings, that would be fantastic. Anyway, I'm going to get back to gaming real quick, and I have plenty of projects that I'm doing. It's just Halloween is coming around real soon, so if I can get the knee pads done for the Jules costume, the gloves all done for her, and I already have this. If you haven't seen this yet, this was the wrencher for Fortnite that I created, and so this took a little bit of time. This was actually a fun project. And so this was my second EVA foam build. So anyway, I am going to go back to gaming, and I will finish up with some Fortnite. I'm going to go to a break real quick, and then I will switch right over. Actually, I won't even go to a break. I'll just switch right over to the gameplay, and I will see you there in a second. Oh my gosh. I'm excited to just sit down and play the rest of the time. I'm glad those projects are coming along. How crazy. Who? Let me see here. Let me see. I heard someone tell me that Mingo is on. What is up, Mingo? How you doing, buddy? It's been a whole week since I talked to you. Hey, Mingo, I know you're into playing music, but have you ever been surfing? You've been surfing? Oh, man. So I started surfing about maybe a year ago, but I've been going more and more. And so today, oh my gosh, I was kind of sick. I wasn't feeling good yesterday, but I went surfing early this morning, and oh, it was so tiring. So her costume will be ready probably by next week. All the pieces, I have to put it all together. Is that what you're talking about? The costume that I'm building? See where everybody's going. I'm excited just to sit down. I've been going all day today. Okay, I guess they want to land there, so that's where I'm going to land. We'll see how quickly everybody dies. I actually did pretty good last round. They're going to land it like a... So that suit is going to be for my daughter for Halloween. Yeah, that's hers. So one of the characters she plays in Fortnite is that. And so that's what she wanted to be as a Fortnite character, so... Let's see here. Yeah, so we've been doing that for a while. I think I've been sharing all the stuff that we make, but we go kind of crazy on Halloween, creating a lot of different stuff. So she will definitely. Oh, that was pretty rude, dude. Oh, you're gonna be one of those players. He's gonna sit there and steal everything from me. Okay. Hey, I want to say thank you, Mingo, for sharing the stream. I saw you shared it. Thank you so much. Have you been watching the building the stuff? The little things? I don't know if you're into that kind of stuff, watching the like building creation of costumes and stuff. El Mingo Domingo 2. Who's El Mingo Domingo? That's a cool name. You tell El Mingo Domingo that he is totally welcome. Ah, Krusty Krab. I just ran into you on accident, but I liked it because you, Krusty Krab's gonna get quite the drive. Okay, well they're on their own. Oh my gosh. How did that guy die already? Ah, he's your other user? That's awesome. That's awesome. That's your other user. That's perfect. And you know what I need? I need you to have like 3,000 other users. If you had a bunch of other users, I'd have millions of users. El Mingo Domingo. That's pretty cool. He's sharing it with other users. Oh man, I died quick. Get me. They had a submachine gun. Oh my gosh. That was a horrible round. They destroyed our whole team. Okay, that was pretty horrible. That wasn't like the last match. The last match I did pretty well. When I got destroyed right now. Well, I wish I would have had more of the glue. Had I had more glue, that I would have glued those pieces up. El Mingo Domingo. Yeah, you know what? It was funny. When I saw that, I was like, wow, that sounds a lot like Mingo. I guess his parents named him all the same. So, Mingo, I don't know how this works. How can you be in my stream and then me not know you're there? Because a lot of times I have that happen. Oh, your name is Juan Domingo. Okay, cool, but Mingo sounds cool. What do you want me to call you, Juan or Mingo? Let me text. I'll chat. I'll type stuff in, and then you can answer that way. Man, this thing makes me look all red. This camera. I got different lights on in here. Okay, I'm gonna go over where this person is. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go clear over to them. A person's sending me out in the middle of nowhere. Here, Sundays are called Mingo. Really? Why do they call Sundays Mingo? Oh, Domingo Sundays. That's funny. I don't know why this person wants to go clear out here, but I will go with it. They're probably not even going to land there. I'll land somewhere similar. I'll go out to this building right here. I think there's something down there. Oh, look at that. They put a coffin in here. How cool is that? I can't wait to show my kids that tomorrow. Nice. They're getting ready for Halloween. I bought a bunch of Halloween decorations today, Mingo. To decorate the house for Halloween. You know what? I don't even think anybody actually... I don't think anybody landed out here. They marked it like as a trick and landed elsewhere. Yeah, I'll take that. I will definitely take that. Okay, so this guy marked out where he was going to go. He was going to land here. And they landed nowhere near... What a jerk. He was going to land all the way out at Misty Meadows. Okay, so let me see. Dome Janky. Alright, cool. So I know I'm not going to save that person for messing with me. Thought I was coming out to help somebody out, and they sent me in the wrong direction. That's okay. They're going to need me here in a second, I guarantee it. To try to get up on this hill and get total. Wow, that seems like really dark. I'm going to try to go get a vehicle and get over to the other side is what I'm going to try to do. Get this truck right here, and that should be good. I don't want to get near the velociraptors. One of these days, this bridge is going to disappear, I swear, and I'm just going to be stuck. Okay, there we go. I'm going to get way over to this guy, but I don't think I'm going to save that guy since he sent me way off the side of the map and then went somewhere totally different. Okay, one teammate's dead. I'm all steering with one hand. Okay, let me get out of this beast and hopefully get this is a lot better. Well, I wonder if my teammates saved the other guy. I wasn't going to go back to them. Much better. They keep upgrading cars. Ah, I stole their car! So they went in, they were driving this car, and they went into the gas station. And I went, while they were inside, I went in and stole it. That's great. Leave your car unattended, and I will take it. That's funny. Just passed somebody way up. Okay. So that guy's reboot card is way off in the whatchamacallit. No one's going to save him. If I get in this, drive backwards, I just filled up all of my... Now, let's see here. Where do I need to go? Did my other teammate leave, or is he still out there somewhere? See if I can go hit some people in this car and ruin their game. That's my teammate over there. Yeah, so this car is like a blast to drive around and run into people. But you need to have a lot of gas. So it uses a bunch. And it's hard to drive a little bit. So I'll fill it up and then I'll just go around hitting people in the car. That'll be a little bit fun. Okay, so my teammate's usually right there. That guy sent me to the wrong side of the map. He could wait outside. I'm not even waiting for him. Uh-oh, I see gunshots. Oh my gosh, there used to be a road here. It disappeared all of a sudden. Where's the road? There's the road. Let's see what nastiness is up here. Boom! Take that. They didn't like that. Oh, that was funny. Oh my gosh, that was hilarious. You're just gonna sit there? That's hilarious. I'm just like playing Crash Up Derbies right now. You're gonna let me hit you twice? Really? I'm gonna just chase you down now. They're probably like, what is this guy's problem? Oh, killed him. Knocked him down and ran over him. I don't know why they got out of their car. I'm going on a hunt to see where that person went. 'Cause I hit him twice. I played Crash Up Derbies. Maybe they just left the game. No, they couldn't have. Ah, they eliminated. They left. Okay, cool, cool, cool. So sometimes you could use the gun or the car right here just to annihilate folk. This one's a fun little car. Hopefully they don't blow up the gas station. Okay, let's go do more Crash Up Derby. These cars are cool. A lot of times people would just shoot him easy. Did my other teammate die? That's okay, I'm not playing really with their team, with this team. He's been kind of like on his own. I'm just going on a hunt and search. Oh, I saw somebody going that way. How many people are left? There's 13? Oh, I'm down. That was crazy. Ah, you're going to get my teammate now. I was having so much fun just shooting and driving the crash-up derby car. Watch, they're going to shoot me. They're not going to let me get away. There you go. Bad aim. Oh, that was funny. Let me see. There's no reboot vans anywhere near. Actually, there is. There's a reboot van there. So if he could get my reboot card, which I highly doubt, they could reboot me. But I don't think there's a reboot van there. Okay, your aim is off. Jeez, that was some nasty aim right there. But I don't do much better. And I don't think they're going to reboot me. Oh, they know right where you're at. Oh yeah, placed 4th. Well, Mingo and anybody else who's watching on YouTube, I have finished my stream, my 2 hours. Thank you so much for watching, Mingo. And what's your other alter ego? El Mingo Domingo. Thank you for watching. And I will see you tomorrow if you check out the team stream. And we'll be playing Fortnite again. If not, I will check you out, or you check me out on the solo stream next week on, when is it? Saturday. All right, thanks for watching. Take it easy. Have a great week. Mingo and anyone else.